Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Quick Tips. Today we're going to be talking about how to hold a pistol. I know this sounds very rudimentary, but you'd be surprised how many people I've seen over the years screw this up. And just like with sports, you need an athletic stance to have a chance of playing any of the common sports. With pistols, you need a proper grip in order to have any chance of hitting targets accurately and to time. So we're gonna be talking about that, which is the base building block fundamental for pistol shooting. So Jack, why don't you give your quick rundown on how you think people should hold a pistol?
Yeah, sure. So when I see most people hold a pistol for the first time, they usually grab it like a monkey, like a monkey grabs a hammer, but it's really different when holding a pistol. You should honestly torque your hand kind of like in this fashion, where you're bringing that thumb up and to the right, going into that beaver tail of that pistol. So grab that with your firearm.
So you're saying people should have a really high purchase on the beaver tail with the web of their thumb?
Yep. So when you're holding a pistol, you got to go high up as possible on that beaver tail, just because that slide is the main reciprocating factor in the firearm, not more so the bullet going down the barrel. So go high on that tang and get the high purchase on the grip. With your support hand, you honestly want to meld that into the webbing of your fingers. So line up your knuckles, get a nice firm grip. It's honestly like going back to 5th grade, playing volleyball. You know how you get those thumbs together type grip.
Right, I see you kind of taking the palm of your hand and pressing it into the available stock there on the left side.
I'll try to get a better angle for you guys, but you're riding your thumbs high. Glock is, I like Glock just because there's convenient ledges, because it's perfect. Glocks are perfect, right? And you can rest your thumbs on there for a better recoil reduction. I know with Smiths and SIGs, they have that takedown lever where you can rest your support hand thumb just for a good index point in like a gas pedal type thing. So yeah, what's your experience and what are your talking points with?
Yeah, so I mean, we obviously talked about this before the video, and I agree with Jack's points. You know, high beaver tail purchase, trigger finger in line with the slide to be safe. Obviously, that's how you should always hold the pistol. Then that available stock on the left side, you want to take the heel of your support hand and kind of press it in there and work it between those fingers. Wrap your fingers around, and then you were kind of touching on this, but pointing both of your thumbs toward the target, that just helps you establish a natural point of aim. And if you want to, I mean, really what we're trying to do is wrap the hands around all 4 points of contact with the pistol. Things that, you know, we see a lot from either inexperienced shooters or people who are just kind of older school. Maybe they learn how to shoot a revolver. I mean, there's anything from people grabbing their wrist with their support hand to what we call T-cupping, which is putting your support hand under the magazine and kind of holding up the gun. None of that stuff is anything that you should do. They're bad habits, and bad habits are hard to break, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, so if you start with a good base fundamentals like Jack's talking about, it's just gonna set you up for success for shooting. And lastly, I don't know what you think, but people should definitely seek training from competent instructors. And what do I mean by a competent instructor? Someone who has accolades potentially in military or law enforcement or shooting competition. They've won shooting competitions. You know, someone who participates in IDPA or US PSA is different than someone who is like a grandmaster, for instance, a championship level person. You know, I want to take my training always from people who have accolades, who've been there. I'm not going to take it from, you know, my uncle, you know, at the 4th of July, you know, he took me out back and showed me a few things. That's not professional training. He might be a cool guy. He might have served in the military or something. He might be a really nice guy. And no discredit to the cool uncles out there. But there's a difference between that and someone who has curated and refined their training doctrine over the course of many years. You know, someone who's a legit subject matter expert and professional. Would you agree? Or?
Oh yeah, I'm on the same page. My big thing is seek training from people who have critical thinking and actually know what they're talking about, and people that are vetted. So I usually try to get all my like performance shooting from shooting competitions and people that have obviously performed in stressful situations and aspects like that, because even on the clock you're so stressful, and you need to have that muscle memory to handle a pistol, acquire those sights and perform. So yeah, that's where I kind of get my training.
Well, thanks a lot for dropping by for this episode of Quick Tips. Hope to see you next time.